So, students of class 6, a new lesson from your PA2 syllabus. First Man on the Moon. This is a poem, and here you are going to read about that incident, the landing on moon by man. That was for the first time, and maybe you know who those persons were who put their step on the moon for the first time. They were Neil Armstrong, Edward Aldrin, and Michael Collins. These three persons had gone there, and two persons had landed, and the third one did not land. He stayed there on the module. So here on July 20, 1969, Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first men to set foot on the moon. That's one small step for a man, said Armstrong, one giant leap for mankind. So on putting his step on the moon, Neil Armstrong said this, that was a very small step for a man, but it was a giant leap, a giant's jump for mankind. What I meant by that, first thing was to reach the moon, then to set their foot on it was not a simple achievement. It was something extraordinary that they had done. Now, the Apollo 11 spacecraft had taken off from Kennedy Space Center at 9:32 a.m. on July 16. Now, on July 16, Apollo 11 spacecraft had taken off from Kennedy Space Center at 9:32 in the morning. 76 hours later, about 76 hours later, that is more than 3 days, they actually reached the moon. Armstrong and Aldrin separated from the command module. They were separated. The command module was the Columbia. Just 30 seconds worth of fuel was left in the lunar module. Lunar module, that is the eagle, and that is the module for that moon, and its name was Eagle. When it settled onto the surface of the moon at 4:18 p.m., that is in the evening time, they reached the surface. On July 20, July 16, they set up, and on July 20, they landed. Houston Tranquillium, when it said, base here, Armstrong radioed, the Eagle has landed. Around the world, millions of people witnessed this historic event on black and white television and over the radio. So this incident was witnessed by millions of people on the earth. They saw it in the black and white television. Why black and white? Because at that time only that black and white televisions were there, and they heard it on the radio. So this much in this slide. Let us move on to the next one to see what is there. Let's go. Here it is. That afternoon in mid-July, two pilgrims watched from distant space the moon ballooning in the sky. They rose to meet it face to face. The spidery spaceship Eagle dropped down gently on the lunar sand, and when the module's engines stopped, rapt silence fell across the land. So that afternoon in mid-July, the two pilgrims, these astronauts are referred to here as the pilgrims. Why pilgrims? They were on a mission and they had gone to that moon, uh, just like people go to the pilgrimages. So like that, they went there and they saw what? The moon ballooning in the sky, the moon floating in the sky. They rose, they stood up to meet it face to face. Their spidery spaceship eagle dropped down gently on the lunar sand. So on the lunar sand, their spaceship eagle dropped gently, just like a spider. So slowly it landed on the sand of the moon. And when the module's engines stopped, rapt silence fell across the land. And when the module engine stopped, eagle engine stopped, then painful silence uh, could be found there in on the moon. So this much in this slide. Let us move on to the other one to see what is there. So here it is. The first man down the ladder, Nell, spoke words that we remember now. One small step. It made us feel as if we were there too, somehow. When Nell planted the flag and Buzz collected lunar rocks and dust, they hopped like kangaroos because of gravity or wanderlust. A 250,000 miles away, one small blue planet watched in awe, and no one who was there that day will soon forget the sight they saw. Now, down the ladder, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin landed, and they told what they told. We still remember one small step like that. Neil told. And it made the people, millions of people on Earth, feel like they were also there on that moon. When Neil planted, hoisted the flag, American flag there, and Buzz collected the rocks and dust from the surface of the moon, they hopped like kangaroos. They were unable to walk there because of gravity or wanderlust. A 250,000 miles away, that means 25 million miles away, one small blue planet watched in awe. That blue planet, that is the Earth, from there it looked blue, and that's why it is referred to as blue planet, watched in awe. They watched in awe. And no one who was there that day will soon forget the sight they saw. And the persons, these persons who were there, they are not going to forget this sight in their lives. So this much in this presentation. This is all about the things that we could get here in this poem. So with that I conclude this presentation, come up with new things in the next presentation. Till that time I would like to say bye to you all. Thank you.